So guys, after our great win in the Carabao Cup final, we are back to Champions League duty. Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, we've got the draw for the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and as you can see above me there, we have been drawn against Inter Milan. Yeah, the other draws are Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico, Man U, and Liverpool will take on PSG. So looking at that, I'd probably say we've actually probably got maybe the best sort of like draw from that. I don't know. I mean, you look at that, I think you probably find that any of those teams can beat each other. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very like, you know, evenly matched, like, on who's going to actually go through. And as you know, we are taking on Inter Milan. Inter Milan are actually like managed now, as you can see, by Zinedine Zidane. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting, like, you know, challenge against him. With the other game that we're going to have, I'll just show you now. Today's episode is going to be against Leicester. We have played Sheffield United in the Premier League since, and also we've also played Chelsea in the FA Cup quarterfinals. As you can see, a very convincing win over Chelsea to put ourselves in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, which we've managed to get ourselves through, and we've been drawn against Tottenham. Yeah, so there we are. Yeah, the FA Cup semi-final sees Arsenal play Leeds and us play Tottenham, so it's a rematch of the Carabao Cup final. I'm sure Tottenham will want to put in a better performance than what they did in that. But yeah, like I say, yeah, we drew 3-3 actually in the league game, so they did put in a better performance, but there was obviously different teams that were going out because obviously there was only a few days between the cup final and the actual league game. I'll just show you the league table as well. We are sitting in second place, but as you can see, we do have a game in hand. We are on equal points with Liverpool at the top, and I think it's really, you might as well say now, it is a two-horse race between either ourselves or, funny enough, yeah, this side, my team, like, you know what I mean, but Liverpool have they've won it six seasons in a row now, so they're going for the seventh, which is like, you know, an incredible, like, you know, run of form for them. Will we pip them to it? Who knows? I mean, that's for another episode, isn't it? But we're going to take on, like I say, we're going to take on Inter Milan in this first leg and see if we can, like, sort of like, you know, establish ourselves in this first leg. We'll take it from there. So let's take on Zinedine Zidane's Inter Milan. So here are the two lineups. We are away. We are at the San Siro, and I've gone with like our sort of more defensive, like, you know, away, like, sort of set up with the 5-3-2, primarily because I don't want to get, you know, behind too much, and if we can, even if we get a 0-0 from this, I'll be quite, you know, fine with that. But if we can pick up like an away goal, that'd be like obviously beneficial, but we don't want to like throw things away in the first leg and give ourselves a chance at the Pro X Stadium to be able to, like, you know, get us through to the semi-finals. But anyway, we've got Timo Horn in goal, we've got Arifi, Upamecano and Iliofsky are going to play as the three centre-backs, we've got Piana and Oli Clay as the wing-backs, Mumongu and Neto and Nizowski are in the midfield, Appleby and Verskogen are up top. So it's Inter Milan with the first highlight here as Golovin puts this one across, and it's hit the post and it's bouncing about there, and Horn wasn't able to grab hold of it, and we got away with one there. So it's Golovin stepping over this one as they go for the far stick, and that is the Skriniar has managed to get that one in, heading it over Timo Horn, and Inter Milan have taken the lead. Yeah, it's not the best of starts for us, is it? We're looking like fairly pinned in here, and for him to get a goal from that sort of angle, a little bit disappointed really. But yeah, we are trailing by a goal to nil. We did struggle obviously when we played in the last, like, you know, the round of 16 where we struggled away. Hopefully it's not going to be too detrimental to us. So it's 1-0 at half time, and as you can see, Inter Milan are pretty much in control. It's 50-50 on the possession, but as for shots and stuff, they are edging it a little bit. I will continue with this formation, you know, around about sort of maybe 65, 70 minutes, whatever, see where we're at, and then maybe change things up and maybe try and get nick a goal. So we've actually got our first highlight of the game as Mumongu now surges forward here. Can he play the ball through? He's actually going to go himself, and maybe it was the wrong option. It's fallen here to Piana. He's getting to the box. Chance for Verskogen. Good save though by their keeper. So we're coming around about sort of 75-minute mark, and I'm actually going to change things up because it's still only 1-0. So I think if we go a little bit more attacking here, we might be able to, like, you know, get something here. Could be like costly. We could end up like losing, you know, some more goals, but I just think that we've got a chance here. So a couple of changes that are going to be made. Appleby's not playing particularly well, so we're going to take him off, bring Kyle Warner on. Baptista back from injury, so he's going to come on and in place of Upamecano, and because obviously we're having to change things, we'll have to take one of the centre-backs off. Scolavan again playing it into the box, and it's 2 as Ferro has put that one away, but actually it looks like it's going to be maybe pulled off for something here. What we got, a foul going there from Quinteros, a judge to have done something to Timo Horn, so we got away with that one, and it is full time. It's 1-0. It's not too bad, I feel. I mean, yeah, only a goal down. It would have been nice to have maybe got an away goal. It was a similar result when we played, obviously, Monaco, and look how the second, leg of that tie turned around. Monaco were not good at travelling. Will Inter not be good at travelling? We'll have to find out in another episode. But anyway, let's see if we can increase our position in the Premier League by taking on Leicester. Right then, here are the 2 lineups going to this one. We are at home, so we're going with our normal 4-2-3-1 asymmetric formation. We've got Timo Horn in goal, Clay, Arifi, Upamecano and O'Hanlon are going to be the back 4. Drea's in the middle with Dezwowski. Keane are going to play as the cam. Lawrence is going to play as a striker. Warner and Diaz out on the wings. As for Leicester, they've got some pretty decent players at Leicester, looking pretty good. And with someone like Dwight McNeil, obviously he's in real life he's actually been linked with, I think he was actually linked with Juventus and stuff, but he's at Burnley or whatever in real life. Got Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Danny Ceballos in the midfield for them as well. So, Dean Henderson is in goal. So yeah, different looking Leicester side is what you'd expect. The other strange thing that what you'd maybe not know is the fact that Jamie Vardy is actually the Leicester manager. Yeah, he is the Leicester manager. So Jamie Vardy is in charge of things. Let's see if we can get ourselves 3 points. So hopefully the result against Inter won't, mess their guys' heads up and stuff, and we'll bounce back in this one and get the home fans will be trying to get obviously lift our spirits and stuff like that. And hopefully we can pick up some the points that we require, to keep our pressure on Liverpool at the top. And here is the man in form, Diaz into Dezwowski. Keane now lays this one in, and Warner's in, and that's a lovely, well-worked move. We've got quite a few players in decent form, Kyle Warner being one of them, Dezwowski obviously our world-class midfield that we signed, and obviously Delphin Diaz on the other side. So it's quite a good combination with having them 3. They're really working well together and stuff, as you can see it just in this move alone, as Keane plays a lovely ball through. Warner managed to just get ahead of his marker and finds the bottom corner. So can we build on this with a great start that we've already had, as the captain Luke Dreyer now plays this one across. Diaz hits. Oh wow! Wow! If that had gone in first time, he hits the crossbar. Diaz, what a hit it was, and Kyle Warner's got him his second of the game because he picked up the sort of rebound. But what a hit this is initially. Dreyer sees him on the far side here, picks him out, and instead of just taking it down, hits it first time and hits I think it hits maybe the crossbar and post, but Warner's there and quickly reacts and slides it in, and within 10 minutes we are 2-0 up. Throw in for Leicester now, see if they can maybe get back into this. Diaz though gets involved in that one, and he's not only is he good at in the attacking sense, he looks like he's doing well in the defending sense. We've got a chance now here for Keane. Ooh, he should have just took his time. He had a little bit more time, I think, than what he realised there, and positioned himself a little bit better. Clay puts this one in. Upamecano is not nearly there. It's come to Arifi, and Upamecano, is that going to count? No. Looks like it's going to be VAR ruled off for offside. It's actually Charlie Lawrence that is the player that's offside. Comes here to Arifi. He's not involved in the play. That's just... Yeah, I don't know. The offside rule needs reworking. It's terrible. So a chance for Leicester is Barnes, surges forward down this side. Oh, chance for O'Hanlon. We're trying to get there, but they've actually managed to get one back. Dwight McNeil's got there. O'Hanlon it was that was trying to get the initial challenge in, but he missed it, which gave them the chance for Barnes to be able to put that one across. You'll see here Barnes just goes past O'Hanlon initially. O'Hanlon's playing catch up, goes for the slide, misses it, and Horn gets onto it, but just couldn't he needed to grow a few more inches there, and he might have been able to save that. Played in this time, Upamecano. No, it's not. It's actually Dizwowski. I saw the name Upamecano, but it's actually Dizwowski that's come in on that far side from the corner. I was a little bit distracted because I seen the result coming up for Liverpool against Chelsea, but you see the ball comes in here. Dizwowski gets up, rises really well, and yeah, we are in control 3-1. And when I'm saying about 3-1, Chelsea are actually beating Liverpool 3-1 as well. You can't actually see it there. It's not coming up. It's just, but yeah, you can see it. Yeah, if you look down this bottom left-hand corner as you're looking at on the screen. So Chelsea are doing us a huge favour at the moment in regards to the Premier League title. Gina now tries to get this one forward. Dizwowski though has intercepted that one. He plays it down. He sees Carl Warnock on his far side. He couldn't get the ball in, but he's managed to maybe lay this off here to O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon now, can he get the ball in? He can. Oh, there's a chance, but not to be. As Ceballos now plays this one out. Here is McNeil now. So it's a back and forward kind of highlight this one as we try and win the ball back here and putting pressure on Leicester. They've managed to get out here to Barnes. He's managed to play this one through. Chance for Jones. Would have been a great goal if he'd got that one on target. But yeah, what a great first half for us. 3-1. As you can see, only the one shot on target for Leicester, but it ended up being in the back of the net. We are way in control when it comes to the shots. It'd be nice if we were winning 10-1, wouldn't it? But there we are. But like I say, if you look over here, Chelsea doing us a massive favour. At Anfield as well, 3-1. So the same sort of scoreline, and it's looking good for us. Ollie Clay now with this throw-in finds Delphine Diaz, and he tries to loop it over Henderson, but yeah, no, not to be. Here is Nassi now, plays it through. Jones is in, and Leicester are back in this game as they've got their second. Paul Jones has sneaked in here with Nassi playing that ball through, and we've kind of switched off a little bit here. It was a lovely ball through, and our defenders just literally switched off just for a split second there, and Jones was able to sneak in, and unfortunately Timo Horn couldn't get down quick enough, and Leicester are back in this game. It's 3-2 now. Back from Goebbels now, finds McNeil into Ceballos now, plays it over the top, and Goebbels has managed to make this run, and they have managed to bring this back from 3-1 down to 3-all. Leicester have caught us cold in the second half. We're not playing as well as what we were in the first half at all. As you can see here, the ball over the top, and our defenders have just I don't know what's happened here, but yeah, Goebbels is in there and it's not looking good for us at the moment. We were really in control of this game, and Leicester have completely come out the second half and changed things around. They've only had 3 shots on target, and all 3 of them have hit the back of the net. So going to make our final 2 changes with nearly only 10 minutes or so to go. Trelon's not having the best of games, so we're going to bring Verskogen on. And Delphine Diaz, his fitness is down, and he's not maybe had the impact that he's had in a few matches beforehand. So Baptista, who's just getting himself back from injury and stuff like that, is going to come on. So this could be the final highlight as O'Hanlon throws this one into Baptista now. It looks like he's going to lose the ball here, and Leicester could end up being 3-1 down, could end up winning this 4-3, which would be an absolute disaster considering we were in control of this game. I don't know why we've suddenly switched off, but they're just playing. Looks like they're playing for the draw here. They're just keeping hold of the ball. They're not trying to force anything right now. As Jones plays this here to Nassi, there's a chance here, and Jones is in, and it's going to come here to McNeil, and he's put it wide. That was a great opportunity for Leicester to take all 3 points, but it wasn't to be, and it looks like it's going to finish as a draw, and it's a poor draw for us considering how controlling we were in that first half, and then we've come out in the second half, and if you look at the amount of shots that Leicester have got, it's just a poor performance from us for us to let those goals go in. We were in control of this game, and we've thrown away a couple of points there, and that could be massively costly. So, as you can see, Liverpool managed to, even though they were losing 3-1, they turned their game around and it ended up being a 4-all. So, yeah, and nothing really gained from those 2 results there. We actually slipped up. We were in control, and then Liverpool have done really well to fight back to get themselves a point, because obviously they were trailing 3-1 at half time themselves. So yeah, as you can see, all the games in that particular day, all draws, really bizarre. But yeah, Chelsea have managed to move themselves into that 3rd spot, but obviously played the games more. We do have that game in hand over Liverpool, so that it's still like, you know, within our grasp to jump above them. But we had a great opportunity there, and we basically threw it away. In the next episode, we will definitely be having the second leg against Inter Milan. That is for sure, because obviously trailing by a 0-0. Where are we? Yeah, and yeah, probably, you know, the semi-finals of the FA Cup as well. So that'll be in tomorrow's episode, guys. So if you want to tune in for that, I would be most happy if you do. That'd be great. If you have enjoyed today's episode, why not, if you're new, subscribe and maybe give us a thumbs up as well. That'd be awesome. It just helps the channel out. And hope to see you next time. Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.